let's talk about something that's been affecting all of us the last couple of days or so, and that is air quality and our weather. So meteorologist Jared Piepenburg joins us now, and so an interesting couple of days. I know you've been off for a while, and you did work Saturday, but we've had this interesting air quality story that's been in the headlines because some kind of unique, rare-ish things happened in the last 24 or 48 hours.
I think summers over the past, I don't know how many, 5-10 years, we're kind of used to, there's some points in the summer we end up having that, the hazy look, and there may be that stray day where it's kind of like, oh, it's kind of coming down a little bit. But yesterday was like a very unique one where it was raining and it was just like hazy at the surface, and you could smell like a bonfire out there. It was kind of a gross day. It was gross.
So it's 12:12 right now. Take us to where we are kind of now, and then maybe through today for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, if you've been outside or even looking outside, it's drastically improved. That front that moved through with that rain just kind of held everything in place, and now it's pushed off toward the east, and with it, a lot of that smoke was kind of caught up with everything. So we have some healthier air moving in.
Did you want to take a look at? Did you have some? I don't know.
I didn't even. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna say I just made some. Just threw in a few graphics here, so it just kind of scrolls through what's going on. Here's the forecast for this afternoon. So yellow's kind of like, well, if you're sensitive and worth monitoring, but it's for the rest of the majority of people, it's probably okay. And just like those oranges and yellows, everything's kind of cruising up across parts of Ontario and now across Wisconsin. Here, this is I believe I have it on a 12-hour loop. So over the next little while here, basically, I mean, there's nothing really to show you on the map because it's drastically improving for us, looking so much better. Again, if you're someone that is very, very sensitive to any of those pollutants, may want to monitor here in certain parts of the state and parts of the area. You can always just ask our smart device that's sitting on our counter, what's the current air quality? Because we watch it for my son, just like being a little kiddo.
Sure.
So, but the forecast this afternoon still right on that moderate to sensitive group down across the southeast potentially, but generally speaking, a lot of this is pushing across Wisconsin and moving on out.
Okay.
So, and I was just looking, maybe some folks, a lot of people like to take their longer weekends. So if you're off tomorrow and Friday, it looks better across. I would say from like Brainerd, Bemidji, and southward, looking better for Thursday and Friday, according to the state of Minnesota's, the pollutants that they watch out there and the mini forecast that they put together. But well up north, there might be still some places up in that moderate group. So if you travel a little bit farther up there, you just may notice a little bit more of that haze, but things are definitely improving.
Yeah, oh for sure. What was interesting about yesterday and leading up to yesterday is that when they put out the MPSCA puts it out, it's an air quality alert. It's such a broad thing, and it almost becomes like white noise because you're like, well, that doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
But clearly yesterday was like so many more people.
It really was. I didn't want to run errands, but I had to do one for sure to pick up something, and it was like just walking into Target, I'm like,
oh,
I don't like this.
I saw people running yesterday, going to take their dogs for a walk, and I was like, but I get it, and so it's not something we deal with a lot around here, even with just smog and air quality. We're very lucky.
And yesterday was a day that impacted anyone. It was like your perfect lungs that you may have out there. Yesterday is not a good day to be out. So.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Appreciate it. And it's good to know. I mean, it was amazing how when Keith was saying yesterday, and tomorrow's going to be just flipped 180. It's going to be sunny. And I thought, really? Can it just flip that fast? But it sure did. And it's just absolutely gorgeous.
It's a tricky thing. So, with forecasting, I feel like we got a pretty good grasp of, a general trend. But, smoke and fires are their own animal. And they're up in Manitoba and Saskatchewan, those big ones. So, if those, lessen how much smoke they're putting out, it might change where that's coming from. And we're checking out the atmospheric flow, too, of those upper level winds. We'll bring it over here. We'll bring it down to the surface. So there's a lot going on with that. So that smoke forecast is a little bit trickier one to handle than, just like, is it going to rain at some point next week?
Yeah.
Probably,
Okay.
It's like, that's why these, what's the trend over the next couple of days is kind of like, well, this is what we're seeing. And so don't really go out that far with it.
Okay. Before I let you go, though, you have to share a quick story about fishing with your son.
Oh, yeah, I was just telling you. My son is 2.5, and my parents live on a lake in west central Minnesota, and we brought him down the dock, and I hooked a fish and let him reel it in. So it was a really fun experience.
It was like first fish.
Yeah, it was funny because I thought he'd want to just keep doing it over and over, and he did right away. We caught like 2 sunnies, and then he caught a crappie, and then he was just done. He's like, I got to go pick up rocks. Like, typical 2.5-year-old.
Pace yourself, man. know, I mean,
like,
he'll get there.
It was a proud dad moment, especially being a fisherman, just to see him. He was just like holding it, and then he wanted to hold it, and he wanted to put it back in the water.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
Yes.
So cute. All right, well, I'm glad you had that time with him, and much more fishing to come for you guys this summer. So good stuff. All right, thanks, Jared. Appreciate it. Have a good one.